Okay. I'm back. I'm back, baby. I made it. I still haven't moved my microphone. Why would I have moved? Why would I have done the thing that I said I would do? What kind of silliness is that? Third stream in one day. Is it? Did I stream yesterday or twice today? Must have been yesterday. Now that I think about it. Maybe I streamed once yesterday and twice today. That might also be true. Actually, maybe that's what happened. Who was there? Who saw? Okay, so just put a leaf in the corner to kind of set myself up. I'm redoing the border here because the last one was too big. And I also want to try and keep this one a little simpler. Just doing some fun medieval style borders. And yeah, so let's see here. Some kind of simple little guys. And I do like the spiral swoop. So we'll try and do, you know what actually I'm going to do? Try and use some layers here to get clever. Let's get clever. Works. Something like that. Another level, then this is just gonna be, you know what? Like that, and we'll just something like that. Then we'll grab this. And we'll just erase the stuff behind the little flower. Hmm. That still might be too small. That just might be too small. I might be getting too into the weeds. We need to have a civilized discussion about AI. Good luck. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Alright, alright. Let's go. Medieval border art. Let's see. Let's see what the world says. Let's pull some reference. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's, it's much simpler than what I've been doing. In some cases, actually. What's this one? Oh, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can I steal this? Here, let's drop this in here. Let's just all I want to do with this really is get a kind of sense of the size, right? Like how big should I be making these border elements? How much space do they get in that margin? Let's go a little bit bigger. We'll just try and fit this up here. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, honestly, it's probably fine. I can just scope it a little bit bigger. That's probably fine. Bring this down a little bit. That's largely fine. It kind of goes up and into the thing a little bit because this page is a little wonky. But that seems about right. Okay, and then so if I want, so bring this down a little bit here. Yeah, see, this is it's too close to the edge of the border, I think. That's what I'm catching. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Close it. Don't make me crash. I don't want to crash right now. Okay. So, we're going to start again. We're going to abandon all this stuff. And yeah, let's try some. So what are we seeing here? We've got some little ribbony bits. And it looks like a kind of through, like a vine that just kind of flows through it all. I think. Let me go look around at some other. Cancel that. We're fine. I don't need that. Just want to take a look at some other medieval border. They're so pretty and vivid. It's actually really funny that like the ones in Gloam are like black and white because it's actually I think it's much more common in medieval books to have a brighter, more vibrant border illustrations. Okay, so I guess there is a version of this that is just me doing the thing that I've kind of like done. I know how to do this from the before time when I was like a Ren Fair nerd, where you would do. So I guess it's probably something more like this. And then you do something more like this. And then there's a second So there's a second curve that comes in here and does this, and then this, and then this. And then this is kind of your, this is like your baseline kind of Celtic knotwork. Let me think about this for a sec. Let me see if there's a good example of a Celtic knotwork with corners. I guess probably not, huh? Because they usually just serve it up into the end. Yeah, it just closes out in the end with, no, get bent, dude. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah. No, that's correct. I guess, let me see here. But see, I kind of don't want this to be like Celtic knotwork. Not because I don't like Celtic knotwork, I do. I think it's beautiful. But it's just not very Gloam coated. I feel like the Gloam borders that I've seen. And let me look at the, maybe just look at the art from the Gloam book and see. Here we go. Hilarious that it's probably not going to be any in the book. I'm probably barking up the wrong tree. Yeah. Hilarious. This is the only border art besides the okay. Well, geez, then that seems that seems pretty achievable. Okay, so let's just scratch this out. Let's not worry about that. Let's do instead. Let's do a little, just a little thing. Just a little. Some shape. Some shapy bits. Oh, I see. Yeah. Interesting. And then, yeah, we can do just a little dupe there. Do like a little leaf here. And that is a cute little symbol that exists in all those places. And then I think what I can do is, I see, yeah. Okay, so let's turn off. Oh, I guess I don't have symmetry here, right? So I've got the, I just need to slice them up. I just need to slice this up. Cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong thing here. Cut, paste. There we go. This can get deleted. lefty. So let's see, which corner is this? This is this corner. So we'll start over in this corner. This is probably actually going to take a while, despite it being relatively easy. Just get this and here. I think they're lying to you. Okay, I want to open this up in a separate window. Can I do that, please? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Okay, so we're going to copy this over here. And we're going to put it this way. And then both of these are going to go... I think that is almost correct, except for this should probably be flip horizontal, right? So that it matches this guy. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. And then we just go ahead and we do this. And then we do this. And then we do this. Okay, I think we're actually just past. So the halfway marker on the page, you know what, let's put this here so we can see it. Okay, so that's our halfway. So we're going to need to get gapped just a little bit farther, which maybe is fine actually, because I think if this comes over here, right, and then this comes, hold on, how far over are you? Yeah, I think maybe if this comes over here, it actually kind of looks appropriate. Like maybe that's the right thing to do anyway. But let's go the other way. Let's do half, oh geez. So half of 8.5. It's going to be 4.25, I think. There we go. Okay. And yeah, let's grab this and copy it here. And we'll grab these. And do that. And grab these. And do that. Man. Medieval artists, eat your heart out, babe. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have to do that. I can just grab whatever the 4 here or whatever. We're pretty close. But no cigar. Hello? Come on. Tap up against the butt of that thing, please. There we go. Touch the butt. All right, interesting. So it's not going to meet here. And this is, yeah, I kind of expected this actually to be relatively likely. I'm going to pop out my chat so I can turn off my video in case anybody wants to chat me. I'll be here. And I wonder if, so let's grab this, let's group it. Let's just expand it just a hair so that it does meet halfway. And then let's grab all these and group them. And then I should be able to just delete these. Don't actually need them. I can group this and just copy this down here and arrange, flip vertical. And then I can just grab this, group it, copy it over here. Arrange, flip horizontal, and we be bordering. And honestly, not really dissimilar from and what we can do is we can put some nice little embellishments in the corners here. So I'll just do a new little thing here. And I'm going to try and draw it straight and then place it in there. So I just want like a little... you know what? Let's... this... and symmetry... Oh, symmetry on? Sugar? It is on. Okay, that's actually what I want right here. And I don't need 2 anymore. I just need 1. And it's in the wrong direction, so let's unlock it. Alright, that's fine. Cool. And I guess I'll do it by the border so I have a good sense of the sizing. Here, we can just go, whoops. No! Okay. Get there. Now lock it. Lock it. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Okay, so we're just gonna draw a little cup like that. I think I can just turn off my symmetry now. I can come in here and do that. Okay. That's a cup. So now we take the cup up to a corner, stick it in the corner, we rotate it about 40 to 45 degrees, and then we probably just shrink it until it kind of fits up there, right? Yeah, maybe not. Interesting. All right, let's just try drawing freehand for the next one and see how shit goes. Oops. sword here. Well, maybe that's actually the ticket. So maybe this needs to come. Yeah. Actually kind of like that better. It's like it's being held. Okay, okay. Now let's get a little coin down here. This one will just try and do it in place, I guess. You know what? Don't put it on the same layer. That's what's up. That's not what I want. And here we go. That's fine. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Summon a new layer. I think what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to draw in the star really thick in black. Oh. And just gonna do some edge marks here, and then we're going to switch to white, and oh, and that'll give me the kind of an easy way. Oh, I'm mucking it up. And this one goes to here. And this one goes to here. And this one goes to here. Kind of an easy way to do that overlapping. Oh, kind of. I don't want to say 3D, but it's kind of, I don't know, 3D-ish effect. Come on. And we'll flip back to this. And I'll just put some texture behind the star bit. Okay, let's look at this here. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, it's pretty substantially bigger than the other ones, but that's okay. That's okay. So we get to shrink it a little bit. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just do this. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. I'm not gonna overthink this too much. I'm having a good time drawing, I think, is the important characteristic here. So I'm just gonna keep drawing. Get this last one here. Okay. All right. This is our replacement for border. Save. Yep, replace it. And now that that's replaced, I should be able to close that, open this, bring this back up, go to pages, go to master pages, we'll come back in here and we're gonna drop file, place, border, and we're just gonna place it right here. And then we're going to copy this and place it right here as well. I think that's right. That looks right to me. And that means I can come back in here and we can just see straight away. Cool. Cool. Now, interesting question here. I guess this... Yeah, I wonder what happens then if I paste this into here and make this blend as what is this, divide difference? This would need to be below everything. And this one isn't likely the one that I'm thinking of. Or maybe it is. Exclusion. There we go. Divide. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think I kind of like it. Ooh. All right, let's see. Let's see how it actually looks in document here. Ooh. Fancy. Stygian whaled. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's kind of exciting. This little thing down here. So we're still grooving through this. I think it could be interesting to put like a little castle here. Yeah, let's actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna, we're here, and make a new, right. I need to switch to persona. And then just make a new layer here. And this will be like here-ish. I'll just go ahead and increase this and brushes, nib. Okay, nib 2. Increase size quite a bit, I think. So Just kind of getting a vibe of a castle here. Overgrown castle. See if we can. Yeah, actually. Is this fucking AI generated? God damn it. God damn it. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it. So dumb. Ugh. Alright, dumb. Don't look for reference ever again on the internet. You're pretty much fucked. Is there a way to tell it no AI? Type. Usage rights. Size. Creative Commons? Interesting. I wonder if... Yeah, because it looks like a real castle. I wonder if it's because they can't license... You can't license AI art, so you can't make it Creative Commons. Right? Is that how that works? Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna scritch some of this. I'm not vibing this. This goes away. I think. Hello. There we go. Down here too. Okay. Interesting. It's kind of an interesting shape here. The Bailey wall. That could be alright. Could be interesting. Oops. And yeah, I think if this is kind of the silhouette that I'm going for here, so let's just scratch this across the bottom. Let's do a little bit of line sealing. Actually gonna hide the text above it so I can see. Don't do that. That's not the thing to do. Okay. And then, yeah, let's get some. Alright, so try not to overthink this too much, actually. Let's just, let's grab outside, select the inverse, make another layer, with white. Move below. Deselect. Merge selected. Okay. Actually, maybe not merge selected. Maybe these can be grouped. I think if they're grouped, that'll make it better. Okay, then I can turn the text back on. And I can click on this, which I already have selected. Okay. I guess. Oh, right. I need to go back to the text persona. Right. Okay. So we're in the text persona now. I click on this guy, which I already have. And I click on this guy. I feel like I'm missing a window. Am I? I'm actually not sure what's going on here. You. No, what's going on here? What happened? Control Z. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. We go here. Well, that's super weird. Why is it selecting everything? Okay. I feel like I'm missing. I am fully missing a window. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I found it. Okay, here it is. I lock these and I make this like 0.2 or something. And that forces it to kind of move around this, which is really what I want. That is 100% what I want. And this guy can come up here, which makes it even better. Now, I am going to say, I think the border is still kind of crowding the field, and maybe I need to increase the size of it a hair. So we're going to try that. These things tend not to work out to my benefit here, but we're going to give it a whack. It should also, well, geez. Yeah, see, so, okay, so really what I want here is for this to zoom out to the same, yeah. Okay, let's undo that. Let's do this and this. That's pretty close. I feel like that's pretty close. It's definitely overreaching its boundaries, but like, maybe that's okay. It pushes out to the bleed, which again, not great. You talking to me? Did somebody chat? Oh my gosh. Soloist. What's up, dude? This is the Gloam RPG. The lone legend made this RPG based on His Majesty the Worm, called Gloam. It uses Tarot for its resolution mechanic and a bunch of other cool stuff in it. And they are running a game jam right now, a Gloam one-page RPG or one-page adventure jam. And there's the link. You can go check it out. There's already like 5 submissions. And so I am figuring out what I'm doing for mine. And the first thing I wanted to do, of course, was make pretty borders, because that's what medieval style RPGs are all about. So far I've got a title and a border, and I've got a little bit of writing. I've got some stuff here. It's not amazing, but it's a start. I just started working on this little castle down here, so I'm gonna maybe do some castle doodling. And I've got a couple of other pieces of art for this and a map. You know what? I'll show you the map. I think the map is probably the standout piece so far, but I'm not sure about it because there's literally nothing in the rules about hex crawling. So, and it's very much, this is a hex crawl. But I also need to do a dungeon map with it too, because it's an exterior, like a world map, and then also a dungeon. Open file location. How are you doing? What are you kicking around doing? Oh, thanks. Thank you. It's looking all right. Still got plenty of ways to go on it, but them's the beans. That's the life I live. So this is my, you've probably seen this actually. I use this as like the header for my Patreon. Just because I love it so much. I think this is some of my favorite art I've ever done. Except for that new frigging cover I did for the NSR zine. That's my new favorite piece of all time. Like every time I look at it, I fall more in love with it, which is not usually how I feel about my art. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What are you getting into tonight? You doing some more solo stuff? I don't know if I've been catching your streams lately. I feel like we've been missing each other on the scheduling. I've been pretty busy with some junk. But I have been missing your streams. Like, actually feeling the missing of them, not just missing them temporarily, if it makes any sense. Zine Arranger. The Zine Arranger? What is that? I shouldn't have other things open while I do this kind of stuff. I'm so distractible. I've been out with my girlfriend exploring a couple small towns. I gotta head out now. We're just stopping at a rest stop. Have a good time. It looks really good. Dude, have an amazing time checking out a couple of small towns. That sounds amazing. Have a blast with your girlfriend and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you when you get back on Monday or whatever. Drive safe. Be safe out there. And have a blast. Feel the love. It's good. It's awesome. I will continue to grind on this. I'll get this sorted out. Let's get this castle. I want to do some castle. This castle looks fun. I think this castle's going to be kind of cool. Let's do... So we're going to go back into the persona here. And click on this guy. We're going to come in here. I'm actually just going to make another layer. And we're going to do it all in a fresh layer. Can I get a color picker? Oh, right. Color picker's over here. I don't know why it keeps loading all my stuff on another window. And I don't know why. Okay. So this is 2 thickest. And we're just going to... that. I feel like this is really laggy. And it's probably just because it's publisher. And like there's text. Yeah, see this little thing it's spamming trying to update. It's freaking out trying to update the text. I'm going to be less freaky now. That's actually kind of cool. It's kind of working, isn't it? I'm just putting the thing in one. What's this? Get rid of this guy here a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, you know what I want to listen to right now? I think I probably can. I don't think it'll trigger anything. I guess we'll find out. Crystal's soundtrack. Yeah. Amazing. YouTube, please don't please don't ruin my stream because of this. I think this is just the best music ever. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm probably working on the wrong layer here. Oh man. Let's keep going here. They're laughing at you. I think this needs to actually be. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab my chair. I'm gonna turn the standing desk into a regular desk. And I'm gonna grab some water. So stupid question here. Is this thing on repeat? It'd be cool if it was. I don't think it is. I think it's just playing yeah. So Ice Cave I think has the same music as another place. So good though. bum, bum, bum. Huh. Yeah. Okay. One thing I need to sort out here, right, is the pox bore stat block, and I think stat blocks in general, which should be relatively easy. But you know what? I'm actually going to do this not on my tablet. I'm going to do it on another. Move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. I don't care about that. Oh, I guess you can go there. That's fine. YouTube live controls. Cool. Yeah, I'll bring this up here. We'll publish. Cool. The old switcheroo. This will be more comfortable for writing and stuff. So, crazed with pain, only sleep provides comfort. The controller keeps main causeway, killing anyone who dares enter their domain. I think... Yeah. Let's maybe just try doing it like, how do you do a stat block for this game? Let's look. Let's look at a stat block. Can I listen to the Final Fantasy music as well? Because I think the Final Fantasy music would be pretty dope. Okay. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, I think... Oh, interesting. Okay. Talents. The monster's abilities that require the referee to spend a resolve each to activate. These require some interpretation, but generally require an opposed test if they would cause harm to player characters. That's interesting. Okay, so it just... It's like grab or petrify. 8 square. Yeah, okay, so that's telling you how far away that is, I guess. Mimic voice. That's kind of cool. Okay. So, yeah, let's do. Stat. We'll make them little one-statters, I think. Wounds 1. Speed. Yeah, I think they can probably put a hustle on, right? I think 3 squares is the normal for a person. So maybe these guys have like 4 squares. Yeah, goblins have speed 1, speed 3. So maybe these guys are speed 4 because they're, I don't know, they're just boars. You know, whatever. Speed 3 is fine. Also fine. Attacks. And this will be Tusk 1 square. Okay, there's just space there. And then okay. Kind of feels like the idea here is that you kind of stack these, which I don't love, but also like whatever. Yeah. Yeah, we'll write it in first, and we'll deal with it later. Oh. Armor. So, how does armor work? Armor. I've played this game once, so note any armor, natural or otherwise. All pieces of armor on monsters provide 2 AP. Okay. Tactical card-based combat. In combat, positioning matters, armor matters, and players have many interesting options. Wound boasts damage instead of hit points, forces characters to act thoughtfully in combat, and wounds linger, causing real consequences. Okay. It's all fine. Armor. Armor points. The amount of wounds the armor can block. Coins. The coins test modifier for purchasing the item. Okay, that's fine. Swords required. Okay, so you need certain swords to equip armor, so that's how that part works. Armor is damaged when taking heavy blows. When piece of armor... Oh, hold on. Here we go. Armor absorbs damage to a specific body part, reducing incoming wounds. When you are hit, you can choose which body part takes the blow, raising your shield. Subtract the AP of the armor, if any, from the weapon's wounds value. Suffer. If AP reduces wounds to 0 or less, the attack is negated. And then armor is only destroyed when taking heavy blows? What's a heavy blow? What you think a heavy blow is, bro? Pieces of armor blocks an attack that deals more wounds than its AP. Notch it by a number, or notch it by marking its bubble on the character sheet. When it is notched a number of times equal to its AP value, it is broken and rendered useless. Okay, this is literally the only time that that's referred to. But that's fine, that makes sense. So... okay, so a cuirass has 3. So let's look at a weapon and see. You would have to get hit by... Right, because it's the number of wounds here. So you'd have to get hit by a warhammer or a polearm or a lance to ever... Is that right? Okay, I guess, and then called shots, right? If an incoming attack is a called shot, you can attempt to redirect the attack with an opposed swords test. That's kind of cool. Success diverts the hit to your chosen body part. Wounds have different effects depending on where they are in your body. Wounds have severe consequences. I'll turn on the music a little bit. Sorry if it's too loud. How are we doing on the music? I think it's probably... We're getting to the end here. What a bunch of bangers, man. Alright, wounds have different effects depending on where they are in your body. Wounds have severe consequences, so make sure you're armored if you plan on fighting. Armor 27. When you're hit with a weapon, you take as many wounds as its wounds value. Each body part can be wounded, with the effects listed below. A body part is either wounded or it isn't. Multiple wounds on the same part are redundant and have no effect. Interesting. Enemies and monsters also gain wounds. Okay. You collapse to the ground unconscious. If you take another wound to the head, you die. All your tests have -3 penalty. You drop whatever you're holding in the wounded arm and can't use that arm for any reason. Your speed is reduced by 2 per leg wound. If it is reduced to 0, you collapse and are unable to move without help. That's kind of cool. That's a cool rule. Okay. What's going on here? It didn't link. I don't know why. It said it kind of acted like it was linking. Okay, so when a piece of armor blocks an attack that deals more wounds than its AP, more wounds. I don't understand. Oh, I guess greatsword. I'm gonna go ask. I'm just gonna go ask. I'm sure I'm getting this wrong somehow. General. So dwarf channel. Gloam RPG. Heyo. Just working on my thing. And I'm looking at the rules for AP. Just want to understand the only way to notch a cuirass. Chainmail or shield is with a greatsword? Or equivalent power monster attack? Okay, I've made it prettier, cleaned it up some, added some procedures. It's done for now because of the things I want to work on. I'll probably get expanded some more, complete the release. Just 1 tarot, just for you guys. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Let me actually document. File document setup. I don't want it to be facing pages, actually. Yeah, that's better. That's actually better. So that makes it not confusing there. And then I actually want it to still be on the page. So I'm gonna shrink this. I'm gonna shrink this a bit. I don't want it to be so far out there. I don't want it to be so far inside either, but you know, I still want to be able to see like the sword and the cup and the staff and the thing. I think. Alright. Maybe the answer here is actually in the other direction, right? Where... Okay. let's open it up over here. File. Open reset. We'll open Porter, and I'm just gonna save this and close it so I don't conflict. And then, yeah, I guess I'll ungroup these. Okay, that's good. And then you can ungroup, and you can ungroup. And I think group these here. And I really want this to just be at the edge of this here. The outside edge, right? I think that's better. And then I guess I can just bring this in just a hair. There's also a world where I just like pin it to the edges of this thing here, right? And like be damned with the... Doesn't really need the extra space anyway. Yeah, I think that might be the better solution anyway. Alright, let's grab this. Command Shift G. These guys. Command G. Oh. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think that'll help. Open staging wheeled. And yep, window resource manager, border, update. Cool. Yeah. Okay. And I can keep mucking with that if I want to. I can make that better or worse. As I choose. As I choose. Oh shit. I gotta check my phone real quick. I'll be right back. Ugh. Oh god. That's hella funny. As soon as I walk away, 4 people show up. Hey, what's up? Glad you could make it. We're listening to Chrysalis and working on Stygian Wield. So that's what's up from my side. And just now, I was working on a stat block for Poxbore. I think the answer to the armor question is they have none. And for now. And then do they have a talent? And I think they do. Which will be charge. Maybe you just say like 2 so that it's like, oh yeah, it does 2 wounds. If you charge, it does 2 wounds. Seems legit. Now, I think if I look at this... Okay. So we can say like Poxbore. See how they're... It's a little weird though, the way... Okay, I think the reason they have these numbers here is so that you can easily draw a monster from a card, which makes sense. For my case, we're going to say Poxbore. I feel like maybe the font I'm using for body here is not the vibe. I think I'm actually going to change my body font. I want JSL Ancient, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That is more appropriate. That is more my jam. We are overflowing, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta overflow. Oh, you know what though? The thing that sucks about that is this GSL doesn't have a bold. So I might have to... I'm going to edit the monster callout. This will also be... GSL Ancient, and there is only normal and italic. Font size is fine. But what I can do here, so I can make this black, and then I can do like an outline of like 0.5. We'll see what that does. I don't know if it's actually gonna work. Oop. No, didn't work. Why didn't it work? Test. Huh. Let's try. Oh, because it doesn't have a color. Dodoy. Yeah, give me black. Hey, magic bold. We're doing it. Never been bolder. Okay. Okay, Poxbore. I dig it. So. Massive. What do they call that? When you've got like nodules, you know, pox nodules. Let's do this quick search for pox. Highly contagious viral illness characterized by distinct fluid-filled skin rash or pustules. Pustules. Okay, pustule. Yeah, that's that's pretty much the thing. Are we still on? Oh, we've moved on. We're in Castlevania territory. Which, I'm not going to lie, is not really where I wanted to end up. Let's do this, though. Actually, we do this. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Actually, I think... Yeah, I know. Come on. I want to go back. Back. Okay, so this is Chrysalis, which was just listening to. But I want to listen to... Guess that'll work. Okay, and then attacks, armor, and talent, and then I think I need to sort out that stat blocks don't need to be justified. This is the wild justification. I legitimately would kill right now for some license-free, like, lo-fi dungeon synth. Does anybody know any license-free lo-fi dungeon synth? Lo-fi dungeon synth. Public domain. I don't know what you even call that. Any good royalty? Yeah, here we go. Okay, we're gonna try some music. This might, I don't know how this is gonna go. We're just gonna have to see. Shout out to Cave Bird Records out of Minnesota. I don't know about this. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Cave Bird. Not for me. That's it. Oh well. Alright. I had enough music. I had some good music time. Alright. Let's do the thing. This whole stuff here, I think I'm actually gonna cut it and put it in a new text block so I can easily refer to these things later. And then all of this stuff here, I'll make a duplicate of body, and this will be like monster stats. Pretty straightforward. And only thing I think I really need right now is that this just uses left justified instead of complicating it. So monster stats, I like that, looks good. And I can probably even just do it like this, make it like its own little block here, and put them in little, you know, little babies, little tiny baby things. Pustule covered, hairy, wild boar. Let's look at wrong thing. This thing. So that's all in. Okay, I see. So this actually needs to be M dash, and then all of this here needs to be like that. Pustule covered, wild boar with massive tusks. I don't know. Seems legit. And then I think I need one of these to be Poxboar matriarch. With massive tongue, or massive tusks, and human eyes. Yeah. She's got, she's going to be stats 2, wounds 2. She's not faster. Yeah, see? Alright, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Charge 2, armor none. I guess. I don't know. Can she have... I think she should have armor? Like hide or something? Like thick-ass hide? Yeah, maybe not. Alright. And so that's poxspores. We'll just make a wheeled guard druid. Be another one. Wild folk of the Weald. Enlightened and violent. Nah. And cunning, yeah, I like that. And we'll give him a stat 2, which is fine. Oh, right. So her tusk, yeah, she just does one. Can also beseech. That'll just be her special move. She beseeches them for. This will be staff. 2 squares. Armor none. Grasping vine. And they can take 1 wound, but they have stats 2, I think. That seems fine. Wheeled guard druids. We get some monsters. I can see how this is fun to do. Like the monsters here seem pretty easy to work out. I do kind of want to try and figure out what's the middle point for this block. Yeah, I think that is the middle point. And so if this is the middle point, and this is that'd be about the equidistant on either side. So if I want to do like another column, I could do this and have all the monsters on like semi Some irregular column layouts here. I have a split column thing. That could work. It could work. Pox bores, like faction block section. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know how I feel about it. The magic system in this is so good. I feel like maybe I need to... Oh, I wonder if I could reproduce the spell I just gave them. Ensnare. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Ensnare flesh. That could work, I guess. Ensnare person. Yeah, maybe it's just ensnare person. Maybe it's just like what they get. I don't know. Grasping vines is fine. It's... I don't know. This is very loosey-goosey the stat blocks here, so I think we're probably fine. Okay, let's make our mush folk. Yeah, I think that's probably... Let's go. Let's see if they have an existing stat block for fungal folk. You never know. Maybe they got mush folk. Red cap. Breaker. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Wood woes. That's kind of similar, I guess. Tall, simple folk who live in secluded forests and mostly keep to themselves, defend themselves as threatened. Yeah. Okay. Humanoids. Speak with their minds. Distrust civilization. Love to roll in filth. All right. Wonder if maybe. Hey-o. Mush folk stats. Maybe they're kind of like the druids, but they're still kind of squishy. I feel like maybe they aren't, but they're kind of slow. Do they have an attack? Mush folk attacks. Maybe none. Maybe they don't really attack. Maybe that's not their move. But maybe they've got bark armor. And their talent is sleep. Yeah. seems pretty good. Now I want to draw one. I want to draw a little mush man. That would be the move. Alright, let's go see. What time is it? Okay, it's coming up on 10. I've been streaming again for the third time today. I think it's the third time today. For almost 2 hours. That's 5 hours of streaming today. Let me go look. Content live. Sorry, let me look at yesterday's. Yeah, so I streamed yesterday for 2 hours. This morning I streamed for 2 hours. This afternoon I streamed for 1 hour. And now here at night I'm streaming for another 2 hours. In 20 minutes it'll be 2 hours. I think we can put another 20 minutes in. I'm not that worried about it. We'll be alright. This is fine. This is fine. Alright, let's do the Mushfolk faction spec. Just say who they are and what they want. The Aestival Court is the fairy folk. I feel like I have another thing here that's going on. Let me read through these real quick. In fact, no, let me just write them. Let me just write them. So the Foxtail Grove, for instance, a circle of mushrooms among tall grass, no poaching signs, nailed to an oak tree, a rank smell lingers. Mushrooms, skeleton lays in their midst. Oh, right. So these all had bold, but they're going to need to be monster call out, I think. That'll make them look bold. I gotta fix that. Monster call out, and then that means up here, discordant burn song filters through abandoned market. Monster call out, or rhythmic tapping from a rusting armory. Monster call out, and an overgrown well. Monster call out. Okay. That looks okay. I don't know about this. I feel like the black block text with all this is also not vibing. Alright. Drink one ocean at a time, Gabriel. Getting distracted. Alright, Creeping Woods. I don't need to worry about this. But we can just go straight into Splintering paths lead through dense splintering paths don't lead anywhere there. Weave between massive brooding oaks. Toppled tree trunks, blackened with fetid corruption. Large holes where roots once held. Okay, so then we do this. Monster call out. Boom, boom. toppled, diseased, trees. Large holes where roots once held. Alright, then we get rid of the hidden bit here. Splintering paths. We can get rid of that. I guess. I guess maybe it doesn't need. Yeah, I don't think maybe this doesn't need this. The toppled diseased trees. This may be enough. Do this. Alright, let's do this. Splintering paths. Whoa. What is happening? What? No style. What are you talking about? Get fucked, nerd. Those who have fallen from the corruption. Yeah, maybe the large holes, because the large holes telegraph the treants, right? So maybe the toppled diseased trees don't need an entry. Large holes. And these can just be regular. No style. Okay, better. Splintering paths. Easy to become lost here. When leaving, test wands. So fall into the corruption, which I no longer need to even say. So treants have uprooted. Plan an attack. On the imp. Oh man. That's fine. fine. Okay. And yeah, let's push this down here. Spreadsheet. All right, Merc Hollow. Yeah, so okay, let's actually look at what an ash tree looks like, so I'm not talking out of my ass here. Yeah, this thing couldn't block out the sun to save its life. No shot. What is this thing? Oh my god, man, chill. Huh. This tree crown diameter on Earth. Monkey pod. Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Learning about trees. Dense European trees. Ten of Europe's most remarkable trees. Oak Joseph. The Bremen oak. A lime tree at Lipka. Martinique. A sycamore. Could be a sycamore. I feel like oak, though, is really the thing I'm seeing here. Seems like oak is kind of the thing. The ding-dong tree. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's going to be an oak. But there's no such thing as a black oak, right? Black oak. Oh, there's totally such thing as a black oak. Cool. We're changing the tree. An enormous black oak blots out the sun. Blots out the sun. A maze of thorny brambles. snags. Clothes. And flesh. Now I had this here as has violet fungus den. I don't know. I don't think that's the thing, right? I don't know what that is. I think violet fungus is like a thing in D&D. Violet fungus. Yeah, get bent, man. Whatever. This purplish mushroom uses root-like feelers grown from its base to creep along cavern floor. Yeah, this ain't my guy. We don't need these. Get out of here. And we got our bramble maze is registered. Our black ash tree, which is not that anymore, is registered. Okay. So we got our black oak. Oops. This will be our monster call out. Also, am I crazy pants or... Okay. Yeah, no, it seems fine, I guess. Or... Also, did I do this as... Yeah, it's still 0.5. Okay, cool. Sweet. I wonder if it would still look right at 0.25, actually. Let's find out. Or... Oh, that's location dungeons. Okay, yeah, so our monster call out. What happens if we do 0.25? That is actually, I think, maybe a little bit better. You know, it does 0.3, I guess. What about 0.2? Nah, I think 0.3 is better. 0.3. What about 0.4? Yeah. Also, okay, yeah, actually, hold on. So I can probably do 0.2 like this. That should be fine. Yeah, I think that actually reads pretty well. Looks boldy. Boldy locks. All right. And then I guess location numbers dungeon and location numbers. Okay, right. So location numbers, oh no, right. I changed it so that all of them are this. And I think I want to make this the thing. And this be like this. Okay. Yeah. Oh nope, that doesn't work. It's too many. Too much. It's okay though, it's kinda cool looking. So 2, I guess 2 looks probably the best. Looks fine. And then these, yeah, I think likewise. I think I'm just gonna end up having to get rid of this altogether. The dungeon one here, I'll just delete it. What? Interesting. Okay. I'll just make this like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. And like this. That's Putrusca's lair. Oh, this is the last. Okay, yeah. This goes here like that. Right. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I think that means I get tree folk, right? Let's put tree folk here. Tree folk. Massive walking trees. Okay, so their stat is going to be like 3, but their wounds are going to be like 6. And their speed is going to be like 2. Attack. SWAT. It does 3 in 2 squares. Armor. Bark. Talent. I guess, I don't know if they should have a talent. I do feel like they maybe should have, yeah, so like meld into foliage, maybe. They're kind of similar to Woodwoes, actually. In fact, actually, I think maybe Woodwoes is just better. Yeah, they're pretty much better. I guess they've got club to 1 square. So this will be bark. That's interesting. Oh, okay, there's a weakness thing. Cool. That's actually what I wanted. I was looking for that. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets. Interesting. Okay, so bark all, right? It's just all of them. He has that on all of them. Armor varies. Helmet, cuirass. I guess maybe I need to put here that it's fully armored. And the Woodwoes talent, meld into foliage, is probably the same. That's the same, right? Meld into foliage. It's going to be the same power. But if the Woodwoes has 6 wounds, then this guy's going to have like 9. Easy. It's a tree folk. And like 4 stat. Which I don't even know if that's appropriate. I'll be totally honest. This thing seems crazy big. But that's okay, because they're not really intended to be like an enemy. They're kind of intended to be like a force of nature, you know? Like, don't fuck with the tree folk, dude. Get your ass handed to you. Oh, we passed it. We're over 2 hours. We made it. Ding, 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 ding. Alright. That's where I stopped today. I'm done. We made some pretty good headway on this. I feel like got a little bit of writing done, got a little bit of drawing done. I got this cool border in place that I made. I love my little pentacle drawing. Yeah, I love all this. I think this vibe's pretty hard. Gloam, I'm making a game for you. That's what's up. It's exciting. I'm having a great time. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, I hope you'll hit the like button. If you want to see more of them, you should subscribe. If you want to be notified when they come out, you should hit the bell icon. If you would like to support the work that I do, you should go over to Patreon at patreon.com/watcherdm, where you'll get daily updates. In fact, that's the next thing I've got to go do is do my daily update for my Patreon, where I'll be sharing some of this stuff, but also all my other. I did my writing today for my room, and I do daily writing and daily drawing practice, so you can watch me evolve into a real creator who knows how to do things, and join me on my little journey. So, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you do want some stuff, you can go check out any of our games. We just released Blood Prairie. You can go to bloodprairie.com. Links in the description if you want to pick that up for free. And yeah, that's what I got today. Thanks so much for hanging out.